Hey YouTube, I'm Sergeant Indy, and this is more Let's Play Devtober 2019. Right now we're looking at Lavender Hollow. I'd like a bit more indication on this menu, because the first time I looked at it I was like, I can't even tell what I'm doing, and I tried to click on it, because like, the shades aren't, like this should be lighter, or maybe highlighted in some way. That's really nitpicky, I shouldn't get too into that. I'm trying to be positive, right? Anyway, typical Devtober disclaimer, this is a 30-day game jam. Some of these games are only 30 days old, some are older than that, some people were doing a game a week, game a day, who knows. I can't, like I'm looking at Shadybug as the creator. I'm looking at the page right now, see if there's any indication of like how many games they've made, etc. Anyway, I'm just going to get in there. It's Z to interact with stuff, and that's most of the game. So there's this big creepy bone snake. You can talk to him. Good morning, gastropod. Would you go upstairs and tend to the dead in the backyard? I'm sensing a few more restless souls today than usual. And you can come over here and you can read this story. I'm not going to read the whole story. I'm just going to go through the whole thing, just click through it really quickly, because upstairs at the graveyard there are 3 ghosts that are restless, and you can do things to make them not restless. Well, actually, I guess 2 of them, because there are 3 ghosts, but one of them currently isn't working. With the current build of the game, the creator's presumably still working on it. So I'm going to click through this one really, really quickly, because I think that's the... Oh no, I clicked through it too quickly. I think this is the... That's the really fun part, is that ghost. That's like an unfinished book that, like, one of these ghosts is an author and was working on that book, and so you can go through and help them remember the story and then help them finish it, and I think that's pretty cute. So I don't want to spoil that. But yeah, you can go through down here to like the main room of the thing. You can go into there, and then all of these items are probably pertinent to something, not yet. But there's a pair of scissors, a candle, and a matchbook in here. I don't think any of them do anything yet. I was really looking for this piece of corn. So you can go over there, and there's some layering problems with the I don't even know what you call this sort of view type. It's kind of 3D, kind of not. Anyway, the pixel art's really cute. Your head kind of clips through things sometimes. Anyway, you can get out here and sort of read the headstones. Quilla, some dates. May they rest in peace. Their words will live on forever. So that's the clue that they're like a writer. And so if you interact with, because they're all sort of floating above the headstone, right? If you interact from the bottom of the headstone, you can read the headstone. And if you interact from the side, so like we'll talk to this guy. Once upon a time, what? And you can sort of go through and like talk them through the story. This guy, Logan, beloved father and husband, loyal and hardworking to the end. And we can talk to him. I've got to keep working or the harvest won't come through. Leave me alone. The harvest doesn't come through, my family will starve. And he's really grumpy. And I already know the solution to that one. Except this one doesn't work currently. Tien, the sun doesn't shine as bright without you here. And book, I cantilever have betray my body. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but at any rate, like, I could have just solved it, and I did solve it the first time, but then I went back to talk to the dude to figure out what was up with the green hair girl, because I couldn't figure things out. You can go back here, what is it, gastropod? I met a ghost in the graveyard, and we're going to go with they were blue, because we're going to do the farmer. He was carrying he's carrying pitchforks, and he seemed to think he's farming. He wants me to leave him alone, but he obviously needs help. I brought home some fresh corn from the local farm today. It's on the kitchen counter. You might see if it helps him come to his senses. Oh, okay, so you can go down to this guy, and he'll give you hints, essentially. So we'll go back out. I'll complete the farmer, and we'll call it quits, because like I said, I don't want to complete the writer, because I think that part's kind of cute. And so now what you can do is you can go up here, you can hit escape to open your menu. Oops, that's not the escape, that's the tilde or grave key. And so let's hit Z to drop the corn. And then we'll talk to him again. I told you to. That's my family's corn. I understand what happened now. I guess I really did work myself to death. I'm really sorry I yelled at you. It's alright, I understand you must be worried. I was, but if the harvest came through, it means my family will be alright for the winter. Yes, all your hard work paid off. They even had extra this year to sell to my family. I'm happy to hear it. Thank you. Well, wait a minute, hold on, let's break that down a little bit. To sell to my family. So I'm like a little bug thing, and I guess, well, I don't know. You find your own family, right? So maybe the big snake skeleton, you know, it's not my family. That's my family in like the Guardians of the Galaxy sense, not like my dad or whatever. But then on top of that, it just hit me that the flying snake thing said he went to market and bought some corn and brought it back. Like, so you're at the farmer's market, you're hanging out, you're like, oh, you know, look at those nice tomatoes over there. Oh, some locally sourced honey. Maybe I'll get that. Oh my God, there's a flying snake skeleton. But I guess that's okay in whatever world this is. Like, I don't know, that'd freak me out. Anyway, this is what I'm going to show. Gosh, did I even say the name of the game yet? It's Lavender Hollow by Shadybug. I'll put a link for it down in the little doobly-doo below. You guys can go check it out yourself. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.